I be so sick of you niggas, y'all contradicting. I be so bold myself when you come and fuck me. I feel so ordinary, except when you around me. Treat me like water while you wear me out. Arguments, you air me out. Tripping about your whereabouts. I can't keep.
Hello artists, making another YouTube. Let me make a thumbnail. But oh, this is a cute thumbnail. But today's video, wait, before we get into this video, I want y'all to like, share, and subscribe. I don't have my thing because it's at my other house. But before we get into this video, I want y'all to like, share, and subscribe. But we're gonna talk about today how I got my apartment, everything about my apartment, the ups. I'm not gonna talk about the downs like that because I've been talking about it with my sister, but we're gonna talk about everything. But this is about a new apartment, y'all. But today I'm finally moving out my sister's house. And I'm so excited. I'm gonna be in my own home. I can do whatever I want, come in and out whenever I want. I don't care nobody's mouth. Like, congratulations to me. God's been doing his big one on me. I ain't gonna say I've been doing my big one on me. God's been doing his big one on me, and I just been obedient and listening. Okay, you hear me? But my dad and them is on their way up here to help me move. I'm so excited. But what do I want to talk about? Like, let's talk about the beginning of everything. The beginning of everything was, what happened was, I left my mom's house. I'm not going to tell y'all too much details. I'm going to keep it short. People closest to me are going to know the details. But what happened was, I left my mom. I had a dream in December. God showed me a dream, right? This little bitty thing happened, and I ended up leaving my mom's house. God was cutting people out of my life. God was showing me people intentions. God was showing me what things was about to happen in December, and I had to mentally prepare myself because God showed me. I'm like, God, man, I'm about to go through it. Like, God was showing me I was about to go through a storm, but he told me not to worry through the storm. But I worried anyway because y'all know when y'all go through a storm, you just feel like God just disappeared from your life. And I felt like God disappeared because God showed me in that house, when I was in my mom's house, he showed me the storm, the dream of the storm. Then I felt like after that dream, I had another dream. Then after that dream, God was like, he getting up and he moving. He not going to be here no more. This place going crumble if you stay here any longer. And God was showing me like, this place going crumble. You need to get out. You need to start preparing. And I'm leaving. And once he showed me that dream, he just left. And I was just like, I'm praying every day, like from December to January and February. I'm praying like, God, where you at? Like, I need help. You just showed me a dream and you disappeared. But he showed me in my dream that this house was about to crumble, and he said, get up and move. And I'm in January and February, I'm like, God, what you want me to do? Where am I supposed to go? I'm asking questions. He not answering me. But my angel guides was like, every day my angel guides would like give me a hint, like something in my head would like, not something in my head, my higher self would speak to me and be like, go to Walmart. I would get my check, and my higher self would be like, go to Walmart and spend it all. Not spend it all, save half, and the other half go spend to get apartment stuff. And I did that. And when I did it, I stored it at my brother's house. I asked my brother could I store it at his house. So boom, every day, every time I got my check, Spirit was telling me like, go save half, the rest spend it for your apartment. So that's what I was doing. But I was really disciplined, y'all. I was really disciplined because I'm like, God, show me the storm. I was like, I need all the guidance I can through the storm, so I need to be disciplined. So that's what I did, y'all. So when I did that, I just stored the stuff at my brother's house. I ended up, March came around. After I stored everything, God was preparing me by storing the stuff. Then March came around. The thing that happened in my dream happened in real life. So God showed me in December. And boom, by March, that dream happened. And I'm like, all right, God, You showed me the dream. I prepared. I went scared and anxious and when it was going to come up, and March came around and all of it happened, and I was just like, Lord, I felt like I was worrying every day. I was crying, y'all. I was depressed. The devil was turning me every which way but loose, okay? But God already showed me what to do, so I was just like, you know how like Peter got distracted by when he was walking by faith, and like Peter got distracted and he started drowning. That's how I was. Like, God already showed me. I was already walking on the water when he showed me the dream. He was like, all right, have faith in me. I'm about to do this. But then when the devil get those people doing those things to me, and like my life started crumbling, and the depression started coming, the thoughts, the worrying, I started drowning, y'all. I'm over here like, I need help. So then my sister let me stay here. Boom. I stayed here, and every day I cried and I prayed and I prayed and I fast. I cried, prayed, fast, y'all. Anything you listen. When I left my mom's house, I had got me a Bible, and every day I would just read. I would ask God to show me things like, what are you doing in my life? I feel like my life is a disaster, God. Like, you just told me this dream and you just left. And you're not coming back to tell me what's the next step. Now that I'm in my sister's house. So like, I fast, I pray and everything. So one day I came in here and I started crying. I was just like, man, God. This around after March, it was like April, I started crying and everything. Like, I'm seriously crying because I'm like, I need my own spot. I need my own place. I can't do this. Like, I don't know. Like, God, I need help. So like, boom. That's what happened, y'all. So like, boom. I'm in my room and I'm just crying and praying. And I asked God before I opened up my Bible. I said, God, show me to a page you really need to tell me. I forgot the chapter and everything, but in a verse, but God was just telling me that when he speaks to you a promise, he's going to fulfill that promise. Like, you know what I'm saying? And as I kept reading, it was telling, like, God was telling, I forgot what chapter it was, but like, my Bible's at my apartment, y'all, but like, God was just telling me, I made you a promise and I'm going to go do it. Like, don't worry, don't stress, like, trust and have faith. For me, it's the type of thing like, when God showed me something, I expect to get it like that. But when God showed me these things, he was like, you're gonna have to take your time with it. You're gonna have to detox your life. You're gonna have to learn the lesson. You're gonna have to fast, pray, you know what I'm saying? And I was doing all that, and I was still like, you know, sad. So then I'm like, God, my life been disaster since you showed me that dream. Like, the storm started December. The end of December, God showed me that dream. January, February, and March, it's the storm. April was kind of the storm. The beginning of April was kind of the storm too. But but the beginning of April was kind of the storm. But really what happened was the middle of April, I'm asking God, like, God, I need these blessings. Like, I've been obedient, I've been fasting, I've been praying, like, what you've been telling me to do, I've been doing. I've been reading my Bible. Like, God, you gotta bless me one day. Like, I'm tired of going through the storm. Like, you showed me the storm. But in the dream in December, y'all, let me tell y'all. So in the dream in December, God showed me the storm when it was raining, it was flooding. It was like Noah's Ark in my dream. It was flooding. And then after the storm, it was these big fish that was colorful and pretty. And I was like, boom. I'm gonna tell y'all the dream. I'm gonna tell y'all the dream that I had at the end of the video. So stay tuned and keep watching so you can hear the dream of what really happened. But yeah, so like, I see these cute, pretty big fishes, and when I looked those up, it was like blessings. So I was like, God, where the blessings at? It's April. I done did this for 3 months. God, like, you can't keep doing this to me, and I've been obedient. So towards the middle, the end of April, I went to London. Let me tell y'all, God was showing me lessons, because listen, when I was looking for apartments, I was looking for the luxury apartments. I ain't gonna lie, I ain't have enough money for them, but I wanted them luxury apartments. Them drinks like $2,000-$3,000, but I'm like, man, I want them luxury apartments. Cute on the outside, cute on the inside. But when I went to London, God showed me some lessons. First lesson was like the journey lesson. Like, life is a journey. And the boy, literally, when I got on the plane, the boy was like, did you enjoy your journey? And I was like, that's what God was telling me. Like, enjoy the process that you're going through, because the end is the result. Like, the middle is not the result. What you're going through is not the result. It's the end that is the result. And I was like, oh, I took that in. That was God speaking to me when he spoke to me. And then another lesson I learned, that outside of London looks so dirty and not dirty and nasty, but it's like old-fashioned. And I noticed that when you walk inside of an old-fashioned apartment, not apartment, but when you walk inside of an old-fashioned building in London, the inside is like luxury. It's glass, it's gold, silver, it's like beautiful. But I was like, God was trying to tell me, like, it doesn't matter what's on the outside, it's always about what's on the inside. And I took that in. I really took that lesson in. And then I came home and I had a good time out London. Don't get me wrong, I had a really good time out London. And when I came home, y'all, let me tell y'all, when I came home, I cried. I cried because I'm like, my problems went away when I went to London for a week. So then I came back from London and I just cried, and I'm like, I'm reading my Bible and I'm like, God, I just need you to do it for me. Like, one thing, oh, let me tell you, one thing God did show me was, when I came home and I was crying, and I was like, why am I crying? Like, why am I not just getting up and walking in faith and not by sight? Because every time I walk by sight, the devil would just trick me about what's around me. But like, when I walk by faith, I knew God was going to do it for me. So like, let me tell y'all. So boom, I get home, I'm crying. I end up opening my Bible. It talked about, I was at work. I'm sorry, y'all, I'm lying. I was at work and I'm like, God, I need an answer. I need like a direction. I need you to tell me my path, where I'm supposed to go next after my sister's house. Let me tell y'all, I lie to you not, every day at work, I would see grapevine. And I'm like, I keep seeing grapevine. Like, what's grapevine talking about? Boom, I opened my Bible. I looked up a verse. I was looking up on Google, like, what's something in the Bible that's talking about a grapevine. Forgot the scripture. I wish I could tell y'all the scriptures, but it's in my Bible and it's not here with me. But God brought me to a page, and I think wasn't it? No, I don't think it was in Ruth. No, but God brought me to a page where he talked about you bear the fruits of the labor, and God was telling me he's going to cut off the bad fruits in my tree. And he was also talking about he's going to grow new fruits and good fruits for me. And as I was reading, I'm understanding. I'm like, all right, God, I'm understanding you. I did just leave my mom's house. You cut off all the bad fruits that was happening in my life. Now that I'm at my sister's house, what are you trying to grow in my life? Like, what are you trying to bring in my life? And I'm like, God, just show me. But also, God was talking about being obedient. He was like, just be obedient and forgive and, you know, fast and understand what I'm, you know, telling you. Basically, that was the whole page was talking about. And I'm like, all right, God. So I start jotting it down on a piece of paper, and I'm writing it down. I got to the end of it. God was talking about whatever you want, just ask me. I am your friend. You are not my servant, you are my friend. When I seen that, I get to praying. I said, God, all I gotta do is ask, and it's here. That's all you gotta tell me. So boom, y'all. So then boom, I basically start writing down. What God was telling me with the grapevine on one side of the page. The other side of the page, I'm like, God, I pray. You told me I am not your servant, I am your friend. And I said, I'm going to come to you as a friend. I wish I could reach out a paper, but it's at my apartment. I said, I'm going to come to you as a friend, and I'm going to ask you for this apartment. I'm going to ask you that you bring me to an apartment with no rodents, wretches, roaches, anything. I said, I want good neighbors. I want a space where it's spacious. If you have to make me wait longer, I can. If you know what I'm saying? I start writing down detail of what I want. And I literally was just writing down everything that I want in that apartment. Y'all, let me tell y'all, I have this thing on my phone where I'm gonna show y'all. I have this thing on my phone where it shows me, like, I do this manifestation thing, and it has Bible verses on it, on my manifestation. So let me tell y'all, the Bible verse that came up definitely was one of my affirmations. You see, I got a whole list of Bible verses, y'all. I'm a praying woman, you hear me? But yeah, so one thing that popped up as I was writing down and asking God what I want, it says, write your vision plain and clear, so whoever runs to it reads it. Y'all already know about that. Y'all, when I seen that pop up on my phone, it literally dunked, like it dings on my phone when it wants me to pray or when it wants me to give me affirmation. That joint dinged on my phone. It dinged for a prayer. I said, yeah, this is my time to manifest. Boom. It's 444 my thing. But boom. So I get the writing the vision down. Like, I decide what my apartment, this is how I want it. And I'm just writing it. And I ask for, you know, of course I ask for my husband, and of course I ask for to be obedient and disciplined for this season. And also I ask for a lot of other stuff, but y'all don't need to know about that, okay? But boom, I wrote it down. I felt good. Mind you, this is the first week of May when I wrote it down. The first day of May, I wrote everything down. Boom, I come home, God's telling me to sleep. I'm like, huh? So I'm like, all right, say no, say less. I go to sleep. And I'm just sleeping. I'm like, God, I'm gonna just pray to God. Like, I just prayed the morning, everything that I wanted. And I went to sleep because God was telling me to rest. So I went to sleep. I woke up. And I'm like, all right, God, what do you want me to do next? I woke up, he said, search for apartments. I searched for apartments. I clicked the first place. It said the apartment, and I looked at it. Bruh, I literally applied for that apartment that night when I woke up at like 9 o'clock. The next day, they called me and it was like, so when can you move in? This week? I said, you lying. I literally the day before I prayed for all this, and then boom, the next day I got approved for the apartment. Congratulate me right now, because I was happy. God did his big one on me, I'm telling y'all. But I feel like I could talk about my testimony now. But boom, God gave me that apartment, and I literally was at work and I was like, on my lunch break I'm going to go see this apartment. Boom, May 3rd came up. On my lunch break I run to go see the apartment. I didn't run it, but you know, it's 60 minutes away from my job, so like I'm rushing to go see the apartment. I look at the apartment, I was like, God, thank you. I just wanted an apartment. When she told me to give me the paperwork and I wanted an apartment, I said, God, thank you. I was like, this is the biggest blessing you could give me right before my birthday, y'all. My birthday May 9th. But yeah, so then boom, the next day was the Friday. I went home and I went back up there. I was like, she started sending me all this stuff on a lease, and I got home, I was like, God, I'm overwhelmed. This is my first apartment. I don't know what to do, y'all. I was overwhelmed. I felt like I didn't have everything that I needed, but God was like, if I gave it to you, you approved for it, you qualified for it. Like, he was telling me that, but the devil was trying to make me think like I'm not qualified for this apartment for real. I'm not gonna keep up with this apartment. So I was telling myself, I had to remind myself, like, if God gave it to me, he already said I'm approved. He already said I'm equipped for this thing. So like, don't steer myself out of it, because that's what the devil want me to do. So boom, y'all, I get home that Thursday night. That Friday, I prayed all night long. That Friday morning I went up there and she was like, I signed these papers. It was easy. For y'all that want to know about the process, it was an easy process. I'm not gonna lie, it was easy, but it was overwhelming. Like, I was very overwhelmed because it's my first apartment. I'm doing it by myself, so like, I was overwhelmed. I was like, ma'am, can you talk slow? When she was talking, I was writing things on the paper, like everything I need, like my ID, all that other stuff. And she was just basically taking me step by step through it. And I was looking at her, I was like, ma'am, I was like, can I come back if I need help again? She was like, yeah, you can come back. She even told me, she was like, this is your first time for an apartment and applying and doing everything. She said everybody else who been did apartment application stuff, they still mess up, and I was like, she was like, you just doing a good job. And I was like, thank you. I was like, thank you. But when I did everything, it was easy. One thing I need to do is make this logo right here free, because I'm not paying $60 every month for this girl to stay in this apartment when I got the card. But yeah, so that's what really happened, y'all. After all that, I just went home and I just started thanking God. I'm like, God, as soon as I step foot in this apartment, when I move my stuff in there, I'm staging from whoever was there whoever's there before. I'm praying over this apartment. I'm praying for blessings. I'm praying for good health. I'm praying for obedience. I'm praying for him to talk to me louder. Because let me tell y'all, one thing I didn't tell y'all is that before all this happened in December, like, I always was quiet about my prayers. Like, I always got my Bible and did it at nighttime or did it quietly. And I just was telling God, like, I want to praise you loud, like loud as I want, in my own space. And I need more space. And I was just asking God for that. And now that I'm in my own spot, I was in there yesterday and I had my Bible and I was just you know, reading it and worshiping him, and I was just like, dang, I can sing, I could do anything as loud as I want, for real. Like really, like I really can do that as loud as I want. And I was just like, God, yeah. Y'all want to see my book? It's my old journal. It's a God promise. I got sticky notes on it, y'all. I got sticky notes from, it's in my work desk. I got sticky notes, and all it talks about is me asking for an apartment. Like, I lie to you not. Let me see if I can find y'all a page. Oh, see, y'all, every day I've been literally writing apartments down, searching for, y'all, I lie to you not. I feel like I've been searching for apartments for 2 years, and I couldn't find the perfect apartment that I really wanted. That's kind of what threw me off, because I never could find the apartment that I wanted. And I stress, like, yeah, if y'all know me, I stress myself out real bad for an apartment or what I really want in life. Oh, I'm gonna read y'all this. I said, dear higher self, the one that is in her essence, I said I want a new apartment, and I want to create $1 million business for myself. That $1 million business is next, y'all, but you know, that apartment came. God bless me with his big one, y'all. For real, for real, for real. He did that, man. He blessed me with his big one. But yeah, I'm gonna talk to y'all when I get to my apartment, okay? Because I definitely need to finish packing. You know, I just gotta finish packing because I do have a lot of stuff. My brother and them is on the way. But I'm gonna talk to y'all when I get to my apartment, and maybe when I'm like cleaning up and everything, I'll talk to y'all. And on top of that, I'm gonna tell y'all about that dream, so stay tuned for that dream, okay? See y'all later.
Go subscribe to me, the Money Bag Yo. Money Bag Aunt.
That's my brother, older brother. That's ugly. That's my little brother. That's ugly. And this is the prettiest one. You hear me? It's like, nah, why is it blurry?
Go subscribe to me, bro.
Wait, it's unfocused. Oh wait, I'm clicking. I'm slow. Oh my god, I'm clicking that. Not supposed to be clicking this.
What's that? Money Bag Aunt.
Money Bag Aunt. Stop moving. Well, y'all see it. If y'all can't.
Pause.
There we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. Y'all see that?
Void. You know, y'all.
Yeah, go subscribe to my brother, y'all. I'm about to go show y'all the trunk.
I've never been the same.
I'm about to put all this stuff in my car. No.
Video for you.
No. You gonna be my cameraman? Yes. Bro, you have to get me walking and everything. Okay, you're gonna give me real close up. Yeah, you gotta get it that close.
Not gonna back with me.
Where the stick go to this?
$1 million baby.
Yeah, I'm cameraman.
My stick is in my room.
Can you get the stick? Can you get the stick? I don't like. Oh.
Yeah, guys, this is me and my life. Avidria. First time moving. Well, not first time moving, but real moving. To my own spot. Y'all see this? There you go. I think I'll put this in my car.
I'm getting you good, bro. I can be a cameraman.
Yeah, you gonna be my cameraman when I start getting paid?
Yes, you paying me?
Oh yeah, y'all see that? Come on, Cash, it's a pit bull. Come on, let's go. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Come on. You hear me? It's me at the apartment. You just hit the button right here. The red one, the second button.
Put your hand in it, like.
But yeah, like I was saying, it's like a whole bedroom, as y'all can see. I really like it though. But this is a tour of my apartment. Y'all like it? Because I love it. And I don't care if you don't like it, because guess what? I'm living here, I'm paying the bills, so of course I'm gonna like it, okay? And I'm here by myself. I can do whatever I want to do. I ain't gotta hit nobody's mouth. I ain't gotta hit when I gotta come back in and out. I could do what I want to do freely, okay? You hear me? But then again, I still gotta keep my head on a swivel, because let me not keep up with this and watch God take it away. And that's one thing I don't want to do. But let me get back to telling my story to you guys. So, I look like, who done it and why? So y'all, My couch and everything ain't come yet, but it's coming in the next couple days. It's gonna come in. But let me tell y'all my story about my dream. Let me get to talking about that. So let me tell you the first dream I had around December. So the first dream was, it was dark outside and it was raining, and I was in the store. I'm coming out the store, and as I'm coming out the store, I see this old person that I used to talk to. He was out there and he's trying to talk to me, and I'm like, no, I don't really want to talk to you, but can you walk me to my car because it's dark and it's raining and I'm scared. And I seen this figure by my car, and mind you, the figure was dark. So as I'm walking, as he's walking me to my car, the figure moved. But let me tell y'all, a dark figure is a monitoring spirit in your dream. So like, I noticed that. I'm just gonna explain to y'all after I tell the story what everything means. So then boom, the dark figure moves, right? He walks me to my car. I'm in my car, I'm driving home. It's storming really bad, like Noah's Ark storming. Like, it's just continuously raining, and it's just, the flood is coming. So I get out the car, I'm home, right? I get out the car and I'm walking into the house, and as I'm walking into the house, it's like the flood is like to my ankles, past my ankles. I'm like, all right, it's flooding. Like, what in the world happening? I'm scared. It's really dark and gloomy outside. So then as it's thundering and everything, I look up to the sky and it's a message in the sky. So it was like a white glowing message, but it was really pretty. But I think it was, I'm gonna tell you after the story. I keep saying what it is. So the message in the sky had an arrow. It was pointing in a direction. It was just like, go. But it said something else, but I didn't read it because I was so scared and I was so nervous in my dream. I'm like, what's really happening? So I was really like, just looking at the arrow saying go, and I seen the angel around the arrow flying around, and then next thing you know, out of nowhere, the angel started coming closer, and once it came out the sky onto earth, it like became this big old bird, but it was a black bird because it was on fire. So it became this big black bird, and it was on fire, and it starts falling. And when it starts falling towards me, I'm screaming because I'm like, what in the world is happening? Like, why is this happening in my dream? So then boom, it falls. Before it hits the ground, I'm not gonna lie, it turned into these big fishes, like these big fish as big as like 18-wheeler trucks, like, or trucks, period, big trucks. These fish hit the ground, but mind you, now the water's like up to here. So it hit the ground, and then they're like flopping, but they're like really big and they're really pretty though. That's what threw me off in my dream, because it's scary in my dream, but the fish was so pretty. Like, it was a colorful fish. Like, y'all remember that little kids book that we used to read as a kid? That little fish, that colorful fish that was pretty. It was like that, but it was like really big, and it was a lot of them. Like, when I say a lot, there were a lot. So then after I seen that, I'm scared. When it hit the ground, I'm scared. I'm screaming. So I'm running in the house. So I'm in the house. I see my mom helping my aunt. And I'm like, you know what? I need to save my life right now. So I'm running upstairs because it's flooding, right? I run upstairs past them because I'm scared. I'm like, at this point, I need to save myself. So I'm running upstairs. As I run upstairs, I see my uncle in the room. Mind you, my uncle passed away. So I see my uncle in the room. He in the room looking like, what's happening? And I'm running and I'm screaming, I'm panicking. I'm like, it's flooding downstairs. It's up to your chest. Like, the flood was like really flooding like Noah's Ark. And I'm screaming at him like, it's flooding down there. Like, what are you doing? What are you talking about? Like, what's happening? Like, you're not scared. I'm panicking and you just sitting here relaxed playing a game. Like, you're not even doing nothing. And he was like, why are you worried? Relax, be calm, we got you. And then he walked off, and I'm running in the room, and I'm running to my room. And as I'm in my room, I'm panicking like, oh my God, my anxiety is really bad. Like, I'm panicking. And as I'm panicking, before I wake up, the whole house collapsed. And I woke up out the dream. Yeah, when I woke up, I'm like, hold on, this ain't a regular dream. So I get to writing the whole dream down, detail everything. I'm at work like, what the fuck does this dream mean? Like, y'all know what I'm saying? Like, I'm really like, what does this dream mean? So then boom, come to find out, let me tell y'all from the beginning to the end, everything in my dream and what it means. So the dark spirit, or the dark little figure beside my car when I was scared to go to my car, was a monitoring spirit. monitoring spirit is when like the devil sends somebody to watch over you. Like at your lowest moments, it will attack you basically. All the way to you like, I can go look up what a monitoring spirit. Let me look it up so I can give y'all the real definition. I'm sorry. Okay, so a monitoring spirit is an evil spirit, basically. And it watches you, it monitors everything you're doing in your life. It makes sure, like, say for instance, a monitoring spirit is like, say for instance, you going through something and your friend call you up to go, you know, tell you come out and drink or tell you to fuck your life up even more. They already know you're going through that. They still want you to come out and do this, but it's just like, you know, that's not good for you. That's a monitoring spirit, bro, because it's like he's making that person to try to bring you lower. You get what I'm saying? Y'all gotta look at what a monitoring spirit is, but it's evil. It's not cute, and it watches you and it waits till your vulnerable moment so it could come in and take whatever you feeling, whatever you take, you know what I'm saying, take it away. But other than that, let me get back to the story. So after that, that's what the monitoring spirit was. The reason it was raining and it was raining so much and it was flooding is because Noah's Ark, God's telling me this old life that I'm living, or this life that I'm living now, is about to be swept away from under our feet, and the whole new life is about to begin. So that's what the Noah's Ark means. You get what I'm saying? Like a whole new life is about to come into play in my life. But when I get home, the message in the sky was the angels. It was a white message, so I knew it was from my angel guides. That angel falling from the sky, it was flying around the message and falling from the sky. That was a sign. When I looked it up, it meant that my angel guides was telling me they're protecting me. They're sending me things. They're sending me people. They're sending, you know what I'm saying? They're giving me the messages that I need to know during this time or during this period that I'm about to go through. This storm, basically. So then the blackbird that was on fire meant a spiritual awakening, which I went through. It hit me like a rock, I ain't gonna lie, but I went through it and I'm out of it. And I can say I made that. That's my testimony. I made that. But let me tell y'all though. So like the way it was coming out the sky was so scary, but it really means a spiritual awakening. You're about to awaken to a new level. You're about to become on a new level. Like the old shadow, your, like, you know, your shadow self, like that old shadow self or that old you, it's about to be taken away. You're about to become a whole new person. Basically, like, you're about to go through a spiritual awakening, the dark night of the soul, when you gotta cleanse your energy, you gotta fast, you gotta, you know what I'm saying? That's what that bird meant. Like, I'm about to go through some spiritual lessons, and those lessons hit me like a rock. I'm not gonna lie. Through the whole process, I did go through some lessons, but I'm learning. So that's what that blackbird means that was on fire. The fish on the ground. When I tell y'all, if y'all would have seen in my dream how pretty it was, the fish on the ground was my blessings. God telling me, oh, this storm is about to happen in your life right now, but you can't imagine the blessings is about to come. Like, when I tell you them fishes was like an 18-wheeler truck size, or like them big trucks, like, it was so pretty though. But God was telling me those are my blessings. Like, when I looked it up, what the fish mean, it meant blessings, good things, good news, good, like everything that's good is about to come into my life. So after all that, after the fish, what happened? Oh, I wouldn't, the thing, I'm gonna skip that part because y'all really need to know about that part. But then I'm gonna skip to the part where I see my uncle in the room. I see my uncle. I feel like my uncle is one of my spirit guides, or like somebody who's helping me in this lifetime. Because what he told me in my dream, why are you worried? We got you. You okay? I felt like, look, it's 11:11. I felt like he was telling me, like, you're about to go through something crazy. You might feel like it's crazy, but spiritually, we got your back. Spiritually, we gonna get through this, basically. And I felt like it was him reminding me to calm down and not overreact and not panic. And let me tell y'all, the way I panicked during this storm that I went through, I panicked a lot, but I learned to calm myself down. And I learned how Spirit calmed me down, because every time I panicked, Spirit reminded me like, don't worry, I already showed you what's gonna happen. Why are you still, you know, scared? So then boom, and me being in my room when the house collapsed, when I started panicking, having anxiety, and the house collapsed, that was God telling me like, you gotta get out of this house. This house is gone. Your new house is waiting for you, but you have to get out this house first in order to get to that new house. And I felt like that's why I went through this process of me moving. So that's what that dream mean. So let me tell y'all though, moving out, it was scary. The storm of my life, what God showed me, that was the storm. Like God was showing me this whole storm was about to come into play, but he telling me that he showed me before. Like I felt like he was telling me like, I'm about to show you this storm that's about to come in. Don't overreact, don't panic. I'm gonna tell you what to do going through it, but get through it, because I'm gonna be waiting on the other side with your blessings. That's what I felt like this whole dream mean, to be honest. And looking back at it, the blessings is nice. You see me? I'm in my apartment. Things are about to come. I don't want to speak on it yet, because I'm gonna wait till they come, and then boom, I'm gonna show y'all what's next and what's happening next in my life. But I feel like I'm on a whole different spiritual level. I feel like I'm very spiritual, like very more closer to God and very more spiritual, if you get what I'm saying. Like the way I be thinking things and the way they just be happening, or I can feel it and it just happen. I'm like, dang, like this is what he means by me being on another level of spiritual. But what else? That's about to happen to you in a couple weeks. Prepare yourself, and then boom, it happened a couple weeks later. But let me tell y'all though, let me tell y'all. So when it first happened, so when the bad things start happening, let me tell you how I felt when the bad things start happening. So when the bad things start happening in my life, like my cat died, my friend died, like I got kicked out of the house, like when everything started happening, I get the like, God, why me? I'm crying, I'm depressed, I'm like sad. I felt like that monitoring spirit was the devil. The one that was in my dream, I felt like the monitoring spirit was the devil really trying to tell me to drink and smoke and like get myself messed up because I'm going through this, because those people died. Like he was trying to get me to do that, but I knew better because God already showed me what was about to happen. So like I knew better. So I felt so depressed though, I'm not gonna lie. That's why when I talked to y'all earlier in that previous video, I was telling y'all like I was sad, I was crying because things was just happening back to back to back, and I couldn't figure out why it was happening. I mean, I couldn't figure out why, but I kept getting upset because it's just like God showed me I'm going through it. I'm mad that I'm going through it now, but I'm glad because it's halfway over, I guess. And the fact that I knew I had to go through it, so like I cried so I can grieve now and reap the rewards later, instead of God giving me the rewards and I'm sitting here crying because of what happened. So like I had to really spiritually, mentally, physically, emotionally, like all that, prepare myself for real. And then towards the end, when the blessings started to come, like when I went to London and I got my apartment and everything, I didn't believe it was real. Like I'm sitting here like, God, I really got that apartment. Oh my God, I'm really about to go to London. Like London is a rich place. I'm about to go there. Not a lot of people just up and go to London. Like I really had to sit there and remind myself like, these blessings that God showed me in my dream, those fish, they're here. Like, and I had to sit there and embrace it. I'm like, dang, God, I went through all that. I might as well start getting these blessings. I might as well start being happy. I might as well start thinking and believing that it's real because it's happening. Like when I got this apartment, I was like, oh my God. Like the lady called me. I'm like, are you serious or are you playing with me? Like I really had to ask her. I'm like, are you playing? Or you just call me back to play around? Cause I was at first I was kind of like, are you lying to me? But she was for real. I ain't gonna lie. For the people that asked me about the process was so easy. And I felt, let me tell y'all though, I felt like it was so easy because God gave it to me. You know how when God gives you something, you're gonna have, it's gonna go by good, it's gonna go by easy, it's gonna go, you know what I'm saying? You're not gonna have a problem when God gives it to you. And I felt like that was his apartment, because when I got it, I didn't have problems. Like, the whole process went by smoothly, whatever I need to say it. But the whole process went by smoothly. My application, me going in, doing my ID and everything, like all that went by smooth. Like, even them calling me back and like, it's okay, you got time, you got another week, you know what I'm saying? They understood me and I understood them, and it went by like smooth sailing basically. But let me tell y'all though, when I applied for other apartments, let me tell you, the girl like, oh yeah, you can apply for it, come in tomorrow and I'll show you. Come in, and the girl like, oh yeah, we gave it to somebody already. And it's just like, why would you call me to come in? Like, I really wanted to fire her that day, because I'm like, why would you call me all the way up here, me driving an hour, for you to tell me you give it to somebody else? Like, you could have called me yesterday and told me don't apply, forget about it. But like every other apartment complex, and I was calling and seeing, I was checking, and I actually went there, it wasn't giving me like home vibes. It wasn't giving me like, dang, this is home. But when I came in here, I felt like it gave that vibe. Like, this is your place, this is your own space, enjoy and embrace it basically. But that's what I want to tell y'all. I hope y'all like my video, because y'all been waiting for me to post this. I know y'all been waiting for me to post it, so y'all better watch it, like it, share, and subscribe to it, okay? You hear me? And yeah, wait for the next videos, because I want to do a podcast next, and y'all gonna watch that podcast. Oh, before I leave too, and y'all like, share, and subscribe, and do all that extra stuff, let me tell y'all, my next video, I'm gonna sit and get my other journals that I wrote in my journal 2 years ago. I'm gonna go get those journals, and I'm gonna sit here and we're gonna talk about how I manifested my life, how I manifested all this. We're gonna talk about it, because all my journals in the past, I'm gonna tell y'all my mindset when I was back then writing this stuff and how I am now. Yeah, but stay tuned, y'all. Bye.